Chat, here we go. We have Wizz versus AJ. In the lower bracket, what is it, semifinal? And then I think lower bracket finals next. Either way, both these guys lost their first round. And now they're going to have to go through each other, Chronic, and Jack if they want to take down the $1,000 winner-take-all prize. Apparently, Jack waiting at the top with 2 lives left. The only player in the tournament with 2 lives left over. Wizz, AJ, Chronic, all 1 loss away from being eliminated. Wizz said in his first match against Jack that he was on a little bit low hours, hadn't been able to play the game as much as he would have liked to before this, but said he was going to be grinding. So he was going to be putting in some work in between, what was it, Friday and Sunday now. Said he's going to be ready for today, but AJ is no easy opponent. So we'll see if he can stick to his word. I want to watch this again. AJ, very slow dribble. Doesn't need to be speedy, though, if you get the right touch on it. Yeah, mods, chat wants you to end predictions if you can. But luckily, we're at a nice square 1-1, so shouldn't have been too many crazy adjustments. We saw Nas yesterday. AJ just reminded me of it. Doing a ton of these air dribble to wave dash shots that cut the ball back across the net. Wizz doing a good job of playing keep away. AJ trying to free jump, but actually he immediately stopped playing keep away and handed the ball over to AJ, who just choked away a goal. I think he would probably agree as much. In fact, he might even get countered here if Wizz... No, Wizz can't do it. Yeah, AJ did say my bad because he absolutely should be up 2-1. But actually a pretty impressive recovery to make sure it stays tied. Now he's going to get a reset off the ceiling, the side flip, and the double. Wizz got caught up nowhere near this one. I don't know if he accidentally used his flip. No, he just wanted to set up his defense from the ceiling. Open nets are hard, trust. Yeah. Instead, AJ would rather attack from ceiling height with a defender at least around. Wizz wasn't really in net, but he did go to the ceiling. Wizz going to try and clap back, and he almost did. But this is what we saw against Jack. Wizz, actually, I would say, was even putting shots like that on target, but Jack was so comfortable defensively. It just felt like there was nothing Wizz was going to be able to do, and as he searched for the answer, never truly found it. Jack really had full control over that match. Will that be the case here with AJ? AJ certainly not a poor ones defender. Maybe not necessarily known for dominating in that facet in terms of how he wins his games normally. This time, he's going to give Wizz a counterattack as he tries his best to kill the bounce and see if he can buy himself a bit of time to grab boost. AJ wave dash kickoff. Ball to air dribble. Oh my goodness. We've seen that from both players now. Wizz earlier had an air dribble into a musty, but his went high as well. The difference is AJ, I believe, was able to stop Wizz from, or sorry, Wizz was able to stop AJ from getting anything out of it, whereas not the case the other way. Wizz slamming the ball down to the ground, sees AJ out of position, and punishes AJ doing some weird dashing. I think the full replay didn't quite show it to us, but he kind of dashed interestingly into the midfield that rolled him up the wall and made it possible for Wizz to beat him. AJ gets the ball gifted to him on a platter. Tried to start his dribble from way far out of the net. Was always going to have to come back down to the ground. Cost him a bit of boost as well. He did not get forced into the net here, which means he should be able to escape. Wizz looking solid so far. Has been able to beat out some adjustments made by AJ in defense. Has certainly not looked lost. AJ wants this probably off the bounce dribble. Wizz is going to let him have it, but pre-jump a bit passively. He's hiding behind the ball in his pre-jump. Forced AJ onto the ground. AJ another slow dribble. We saw him start of the game score I believe what was the first goal on a really slow dribble. Demo now on Wizz. Wizz cannot cover the opposite post. AJ actually could have tapped it to either side depending on where the spawn was in order to secure it. So he just sees Wizz spawn on the right, places it to the left. But as we approach a minute left, it is still Wizz actually in control of game number 1. Wizz uses the reset to keep the ball away from AJ, but be hard pressed to call that a shot as it was nowhere near on target. Wizz trying to pass to himself off the side wall. I think he was expecting AJ to dive on him because I feel like that single jump was a preparation for winning a 50, but AJ actually played very passively. Just went back. What is it? Why is everyone adding me? AJ wall dashing his way to this ball. Wow, what an impressive shot. To tie the game too. Wizz, I don't know if he just wasn't expecting AJ to get back to this ball. No, he just didn't have any boost to deal with it. He had to pre-flip that into the corner or something. Bear Stevens, thank you for the 7-month prime. AJ bumping Wizz. Wow, Wizz felt like he was in such a good position all game long. But all it takes is a couple quick ones. Chat, I get the sense that there's actually a big delay today in the stream for some reason. I'm wondering if somehow a setting got changed. Tell me when this game ends on your guys' screen, right when the clock hits 0, so I can get an idea. Of course, AJ's going to make it tough by keeping the ball in the air after demoing Wizz. Reset, Musty to the ground, there. Interesting. I feel like there's a bit more of a lag. I feel like it's almost like 10 seconds. Game number 2, a double octane match. That still happens, but it's certainly much rarer than we used to see in the past. Anybody paying really close attention can remind me when the last time we had 2 octanes playing against each other? AJ booms the ball downfield. Tried to find something out of it, but Wizz did a good job covering it. Could not control the ball as AJ is on the board first. Grabs the midfield boost, and Wizz really popped that to the perfect position for him to challenge. First killer and Yan. They went double octane against each other. I could see that. AJ on 0. Didn't want to hand the ball to Wizz. The fact that Wizz did not gain control here is very interesting. Pre-flip from AJ. I think he was hoping he could pre-flip and just tap it on target. Ultimately, just tapping it into the corner instead. Still not bad. Still is a possession kept for him. Now trying to demo Wizz. He flipped infield instead of out to the side wall, which was his other option. Out to the side wall means he's just trying to get back to the ball, control it, potentially shoot. But going infield means he's certainly planning on demoing Wizz, but wasn't able to get the contact. AJ, speedy dribble, decides to stop it and take it to the side wall instead. Wizz is pre-jumped. AJ the pinch! And the 2-0 lead. AJ had so much speed on his ground dribble that you actually run out of options to take a shot with. You normally want a ground dribble to be a bit slower, so instead, AJ just cuts it to the sidewall, turns it into an air dribble, and ends up booming a pinch to take a 2-0 lead. Wizz is in such a good position at the start of this match, but it seems like that position could be slipping away. You can't have close margin games go in AJ's favor if you're Wizz, you know. AJ definitely comes in as the favorite in this matchup. He's going to want to blow it out and take it away. Every close game has to go your way, and maybe you can sneak out 3. AJ chaining some dashes back to picking up boost in the back corner. Convinced Wizz to try and challenge him. It looked like AJ maybe wasn't fully in control of the ball as he popped a couple different setups. Wizz thought, I'm going to take this away. If you're gonna be this careless, then I'm just going to turn and challenge. But AJ wasn't careless. He was fully in control. He was going to be ready for any challenge, and he's going to zap dash his way back to a comfortable save. Wizz trying to dive immediately. AJ. Oh no, AJ, what are you doing? Oh, AJ. That is the AJ that you're going to get whenever you see him in a match. There's going to be just a little bit more focus on style than tapping in open nets, I guess. Because he just went for like an extra dash. He didn't need to. He could have easily just shot the ball on target. No dashes necessary. But he does still have a 3-1 lead. Wizz not going to be able to take one of those 2 goals that AJ has up on him away, because AJ makes it back on the long shot. Wizz another opportunity. AJ pre-jump back down to the ground, but he's up again. AJ can't, or Wizz I should say, can't get past AJ. So Wizz on the regain, back to his half. What is he going to go for this time? Well, maybe he can convince AJ to dive too deep, but he had AJ chasing behind him, so he couldn't really afford to slow down on his shot. He had to just take the best angle he could get, which was actually just wide of the nets. Not quite as bad as AJ's open net miss earlier, which truly had no defender at all. Wizz was at least being pressured by AJ. AJ's going to give him the nice one. AJ was trying to be a pest, but did not want to commit too hard. So was shadowing from a bit too close. Wizz got it over the top of him. Kickoff goal as well. Now we're back to a tied game. So it comes down to being able to clutch in this final minute. We saw AJ in the previous game be the one to have the ice. And Wizz do it as well. AJ's double jump directly into Wizz. He was collecting the dribble and got control of it a bit too late, a bit too close to the net. Not enough time to get a meaningful change of direction on the ball. Wizz going to back off now. AJ wants to bring the ball down. Smart by Wizz to shadow close and make AJ panic. He decided to flip early as opposed to getting the ball challenged off the top of his car. He's got multiple resets now. Wizz a save. And he won't be able to follow up. AJ's done a good job of starving him. But he does get the midfield. And AJ's going to decide to take a soft shot on that. That is going to force him back with 0. He could have gone back and got 100 right away. Felt better about his situation from that position. He does stop Wizz. Wizz needs to get back now. Late recovery for him. AJ does just try and pinch in order to punish, but not hard enough. AJ now with possession in his own back corner. Will he clutch it out on 0? Wizz off the ceiling forces AJ to the ground. AJ very straightforward ground dribble. Credit to Wizz for the pre-jump, but he could not stay comfortable and panics as he tries to beat AJ to this ball. He didn't have the read. Ball cam on. Hard to tell how close AJ is to the ball. AJ just beats him there. So another slim margin game, but it's going to be AJ up 2-0. Game 3. If you're AJ and you're trying to make it all the way through this bracket, it behooves you to get sweeps. It would certainly help to not have to play too many games. AJ score this. This is such an awkward setup if he found a way to score it. AJ, a carry all the way from the back wall, finishes with a wave dash shot, or an attempted wave dash shot. Rolls directly at Wizz. Wizz maybe wants to dribble. AJ predicting that. Pre-jumps, but Wizz actually was just going for the carry, and this flick is in. I think AJ might roast himself here. We've seen him roast himself earlier. It seems like maybe should have had this save. Yeah, I mean, I'm crazy, right? But I think that was savable. I guess you'd have to ask AJ. It just seemed like a misplay. An empty jump when maybe he wanted a flip. AJ not able to get his own back corner. Demo now. Wizz, not the best of spawns. AJ was going for a first touch shot. Didn't get the angle. Wizz now reacting to AJ approaching the ball with a soft flick, forcing him to make that save off the backboard. But AJ's so clean with his movements. Recovers and is back on offense and just takes a nice straightforward dribble. You do not have to do too much in 1v1. AJ proving it right here. Saw how lateral Wizz was set up in defense. So very likely to get a glancing blow type save with that side flip, and then should favor AJ on the follow-up. If Wizz, turns and attacks through the ball, probably has a better chance of taking possession away. Wizz has one reset. Uses it. Try and dribble onto the goal line. He's got nothing left over now, so he's forced back. AJ. Can he try and finish this off on his way back out of the net? Oh my goodness, Wizz just gave it to him. And absolutely did not have to either. AJ nowhere around this ball when Wizz taps it away, and it wasn't even on target. He could have done 2 360s if he wanted to before the ball went in. So he had all the time in the world to set up whatever kind of clear he wanted, but he wanted to play it quickly. He tried to get a backflip touch. Doesn't connect. AJ missing his wave dash. His power shots from his own half. It's going to be a second goal in a tie game. AJ tried to fight him off the ball. Did not succeed. Had absolutely no boost left over. Can you please explain what scripts are like? I'm not too sure what they are, like in RLCS. I think what you're referring to is when people say that it's scripted or that someone wrote a good script for the game. They're referring to like a script for a play, like describing how the game or how the play is set up before it starts. They're suggesting that the players are told how the series should go and are acting it out, because there's no way that the match could possibly be going like this unless you told them to. Usually it's said whenever the game is really, really good. Or, someone gets a massive comeback in order to force a game 5. You'll see everyone saying that it's a great script. Wizz lost really 2 close games. Can the Plats in chat please be quiet? Yeah, Wizz is playing well. Right now, Wizz up 4-2. He was able to get a game off Jack, looking like he's on pace to being able to get a game off AJ as well. And I talked about this with Jack earlier. There's no question that both Jack, AJ, and Chronic are part of the North American Elites. Well, I say Jack, since he moved over, he's been part of them. It's kind of a elite group of 1v1ers that very rarely take losses outside of the group. AJ certainly one of them, but Wizz trying to break through with a series win against AJ. Wizz wanted the psycho. I tell you what, definitely would have picked up a couple fans if he had nailed it. Minute left to go. Your script to find Zen replays. Oh, wait, you're talking about that. I don't think so. I think the person was talking about when people say it's scripted or nice script. But I do have a script that just queries ballchasing.com. That's a different thing. AJ double reset. Wizz, nice recovery. Had the initial save, which AJ's dribble wasn't exactly a very high moving dribble. But it did seem like AJ was going to find a way to follow it up. Wizz just going to dive. There's the forfeit from AJ with 46 seconds left to go. He thought maybe Wizz was going to be a bit more defensive. No, Wizz just goes gung-ho at the ball and is rewarded with a forfeit from AJ. Game number 4. Wizz with a bit of momentum. AJ going to have to try and stop it. And he does so with a wall to air dribble. Using the reset to try and musty, but wasn't exactly on target. Either way, Wizz was there, and it'll be Wizz on the counterattack. AJ trying to be a pest around the ball. I mean, I don't know if he has any other choice. With 18 boost, he's not going to be able to recover, so he's trying to intercept early. Wizz doing a good job of keeping it away. What language did you build the script in? I wrote it in Python. Yo, Kid Slice, thank you for the prime. AJ is going to score. Had to go for a soft shot, so I entertained the idea that Wizz could make it back, but AJ doing a good job playing keep away. AJ, he's so smooth in the way he gets his resets, but the finish so far today hasn't been there. Diving to try and challenge Wizz, and Wizz beat him out. AJ thought he had the speed advantage. He was attacking this ball from farther away. Nice double jump from Wizz to prioritize getting the fastest possible touch. AJ denied a dish off the back wall. Can AJ convert on this? No, he's not even going to try to. He recognizes that Wizz is back to stop any sort of tight angle double, and going for it would mean a bit of an all-in play from AJ. What do you think Twisted Minds placed in the wild card? I think Twisted Minds can make it out of the wild card. I haven't done predictions and gone through it to get an idea of who they have to beat, but I think if I just ranked the teams in order, oh wow, that could have been a goal for Wizz if he had delayed his flip a little bit, I'm pretty sure. But I think Twisted Minds will make it through. Well, they have a good chance to. They're certainly going to look better than they did in the previous time they were there, which I believe 2 out of the 3 of them were the same. I believe you. Open nets. Yeah, Wizz had a missed open net earlier. That flick, that was beautiful. Wizz is champ 2 max. Then where does that leave AJ? Put AJ in a lobby with a champ 2. It would not look like this, trust me. Wizz, a dunk, looking for a 4th goal. Everything has been all him. We saw at the start of this game and the end of the last one a little bit of missed execution from AJ. Hasn't been able to pick it back up, and now all of a sudden these midfield challenges from Wizz have been extremely successful. He has found the way to take the ball away from AJ, convert them for immediate goals. AJ, man, looking a step slow right now, which is something we would not expect to see. Wave dash kickoff for AJ. Lost into his back corner. We talk about how AJ has, in the past, dabbled in the intentional loss of the kickoff into the back corner, but I don't think that's what AJ was trying to do there. Obviously, there's massive risk to that strategy anyways, because if it was, he did get immediately scored on. AJ now needs to clean up the execution on these dribbles and does perfectly as he wave dashes this catch directly into the post and is able to follow it up. Wizz was pre-jumping to save anything that was shot near post. Wizz in the air, attacking a late recovering AJ. Decides to go for the low 50. Spins out the back corner boost. He's going to play a bit of keep away with 2 minutes left to go. Feels good about trying to bait AJ into a tough challenge, although he is going to attack all the way from his own half. That's the musty he's been looking for. Wizz launching it at 96 kilometers per hour. AJ just trying to sit and react. Wizz says react to this. He cannot. Fake kickoff from Wizz. I like that. And a crucial point of the game when AJ needs something like a kickoff goal in order to keep his mental in this one. Wizz just fakes it. Does not let him have the luxury. AJ, though, cannot get it as he flicks crossbar and out. We saw him dribbling for these low 50s. Still a possession for AJ. And I'd say that for the next minute 20, the ball will have to be in AJ's possession the entire time if he wants to win. And already it might be out. So Wizz might be forcing a game 5. I mean, as much as, we say that it looked like AJ was winning and was cruising, those matches were really close. The first 2 games were actually by very thin margins, and now these ones are not at all. Wizz soliciting a couple forfeits from AJ in order to bring him to the final game. Wizz has found his stride. AJ dropping the good luck over to Wizz in the game 5. Is it all part of the mental game? We did not see any good lucks from AJ previously. But now, he wants to get in his head. It's a friendly attack on the mental, I'm sure. Or, he just wants to give Wizz good luck. Well, I'll tell you what, Wizz accepted the luck and says, I actually don't even need it. I've been hitting this shot since before you gave me luck. What a monster flick. 104 kilometer per hour. AJ up the side wall. Needs to stop the bleeding here and tie the game with a shot, and he cannot. It's crossbar and out. Every moment just seems a bit more tilting. AJ says okay. And I think it's pretty clear why he says as much. Delay kickoff from AJ. He's the one trying to mix it up a bit in order to get the edge, and he did. A smart play. Wizz tapped it right into him. Tried to see if he could steal the back corner boost, but couldn't get there in time. Wizz just a power shot. Maybe he thought he could catch AJ creeping up a little bit. AJ is there. Gets demoed and cannot respawn in time. Wizz, he has figured it out as far as how to take AJ down. And a minute into this one, a 2-goal lead. It would not seem too drastic if it weren't for the context of the game so far, which is that Wizz has just been on an absolute roll. You add this scoreline onto the next the 2 previous games, and it's just a monster run for Wizz that AJ needs to try and stop. AJ, his flick saved. Trying to get a demo. Didn't connect on it. 0 boost. Can he convert on this goal? No, he tried to, though, and now he's getting scored on. Nothing is going AJ's way. And it seems like a bit of desperation on offense as he wants to find a way to convert everything into a goal. Sometimes you have to give up, but AJ probably of the opinion that if I don't go for it, I'm never going to find this offense I need. Wizz went for a demo, and I don't think he needed to. I think Wizz could have just gotten a save if he ignored AJ. Should have been able to get around. Yeah, easily. Easily could have got around the ball and taken it to the corner, but he thought, I'll get a demo too and play it from there, but no demo. So AJ within 2 now. This is how that game 1 went. AJ kind of stole it in the end. Converted it into a win of his own. Can he do that in game 5 to advance to face Chronic? AJ, this dribble taken down to the ground. Wizz over the top as he tries to challenge. AJ very calculated, in way more control than we saw earlier. Not trying to go for the monster dribbles anymore. Willing to accept the multiple midfields. AJ and Wizz bump each other. AJ gets the wave dash and possession, which he does need. There's still tons of time, so he doesn't necessarily need a quick goal, but it's really just the context of the past 13 or so minutes of gameplay. It feels like AJ needs everything he can get. Wizz is going to roll him the ball. Talking about everything he can get, Wizz is going to pass him possession. Now Wizz with the 100 has to fast aerial in order to stop this high shot. AJ won't be able to follow that up, so it'll all be about the continued possession as he steals Wizz's corner. Can he keep Wizz pinned back, or will Wizz escape it to the orange half? He does. No demo. So Wizz will get to defend from the midfield. Wizz starting this defensive possession all the way on the side wall, but still gets himself in the right spot to make the save. It's been a stalemate in the past couple minutes or so as AJ looked to try and get his way fully back. The pre-flip to the ball is not enough. Wizz has the save. AJ cutting immediately and into an air dribble in order to force Wizz to play defense on as little boost as possible. But Wizz says, I'm just fine on almost 0. I'll stop your dribble and I'll counter it myself. He had about 20, maybe 25. He was able to pick up from some pads. Now a fake kickoff for Wizz. 1:30, so much time off the clock. That, of course, benefits him. It seemed like AJ had brought the match completely back. But now, after those 2 full minutes that did not end with AJ scoring, it feels a bit different. But this is certainly a stylish shot, and if you're Wizz, it seems like AJ's definitely about to come to the ground, but no. His reset pops the ball around, and he gets another as well. It's 1:15. AJ is in the immediate kickoff. Now Wizz able to guide this one to the back wall. AJ now has about a single pad Wizz in net, and Wizz makes it over the top, using the back wall to avoid the air dribble. And he has taken his counterattack very quickly, and it's just going to go in off the fake. Wizz to the ceiling and back down to the ground. One of the reasons why it works so well is because he prioritized being as quick as possible. The last time Wizz touched the ball was when he set it up on the side wall, but AJ recovering late puts himself out of position, prepping for a tougher shot. And like I said, it looks silly. It looks like Wizz didn't really do anything to make that play. But what he did was make sure he got his setup as quick as possible. Did not take a sweet time. Prioritized speed over the perfect setup. And that's why AJ was out of position. A lot of times in ones, it's less about getting a great shot yourself and more about making sure the defender has to make an awkward save. Now, 30 seconds. AJ needs 2. Otherwise, he's going to be out 0-2 in this event after being so close to beating Chronic. If you watched yesterday, AJ versus Chronic was almost over when it was 3-1 for AJ. The Chronic found a way to force Game 5 and get the win, and now it looks like Wizz is living up to his promise. Like I said before, he told me he would come Sunday ready to play. Sure, he wasn't able to beat Jack, but he didn't feel like he was on form. And he's proving that he has found his form, and not a moment too late after going down 2-0 against AJ. He will advance to face Chronic in the lower bracket final.